All right, this is day 4 with Sassy. This is her first big day besides her move-in day, so this is big day for her number 2. So the first thing that she did when I let her go in the arena, so this is her first day in the arena by herself, away from her friend. You know, all of the previous work that I did with her was petting her in the shed where she can see her friend, and even that, they were a little edgy and didn't want to go more than 15 feet away from each other. So this day I just bit the bullet and brought her in the arena and let her work through it. So here I am guarding the door because the first thing that she wanted to do was just run to the door, and she actually busted through my little fence and tried to run into the door. It was really fun. So I started out by just running back and forth along that door line to push her away from the door and get her away from me. And once she started to realize that, you can see here I've moved myself into the middle of the arena, and I started going more into like a free lunging, just driving type mode. And there's a certain amount of, she's just got to blow off all of her steam and blow off her energy, especially in the beginning, before she takes herself off of that panic mode. You know, I'm away from my friend, and they just get into this, super anxious, upset about everything mode. So they're, you have to get them a little bit tired so that they will get a little more agreeable and let you work with them. There's a good moment because she actually, moved away from me. I think that was a light bulb moment for her, that she needs to pay attention to me a little bit more than her friend, at least, sometimes. It'll take a while before she really pays attention to me more all the time. But overall, I feel like, she just needed to run around and process, and I'm trying to move her back and forth, change directions a lot and get her thinking about me. Now here, she's thinking about me a little bit, and she's a little bit tired already, and I've been running around, and so I'm a little bit tired. So I'm hoping that she'll come into me, and she does not. She walks past me. She's going to try and go to the door because she's still worried about her friend, so the only option I have is to chase her and push her and go round and round again. Now, mind you, everybody, this is much easier done in a round pen because you're in a smaller confined space, and you can, conserve your own energy a little bit because your horse is going to blow off a lot of energy. I don't have a round pen, so I have to do it in the arena, so you can see how much I am running around the arena and literally running at many points in time. So here's a moment where, these horses in this circumstance get real, their adrenaline just goes through the roof, and the more they run, the more their adrenaline's going to pump and everything. So it is important to let them just walk and stand and just be quiet for a minute, because that's really your end goal. So, in that instance, and in this instance too, I'm happy with letting her walk around and stand, and I'm just kind of walking around in her space, especially because she is at the far end of the arena. I know she wants to be by the door, and I know she wants to push on that door and try and get out back to her friend, but she's being pretty reasonable by staying, at the far end of the arena. So I'm trying to just let her process and be calm down there. And see, now I'm having to run a lot less, which is really nice. And I believe here she finally sort of comes to me. I'm really hoping that she's done. She's not quite, but she is pretty darn close. Much calmer, and you can see she's steaming. I mean, she's tired. She's tired. And I don't think she even comes to me here, but I can just kind of walk with her to this spot, and she stops, pretty close to me, and she's like pretending that she's not paying attention to me and doesn't want anything to do with me. But she's kind of at the same time like begging, please, can we be done? So I just give her a little pat, and she does a couple more little walk arounds, and then she does eventually come to me because I've got myself placed pretty much at the door at this point. So she does come in.